Hi, this is a message for Aquarius. You can look in your chart and see what placements you have in Aquarius, also what house it's in to see how it's going to affect you. I went ahead and I pulled 3 cards from my Alchemical Visions Tarot to see the overall energy of the reading. So I'll start from there. So the overall energy is the 6 of Swords. And in this deck, they basically, it talks about just expect that there can be stops and starts, twists and turns. When you're there's an ending, or it feels like there's an ending, even it suggests that it's not over, that it's actually something like a stop to be rejuvenated is what it indicates. I know the 6 of Swords talks about moving away from a lot of conflict in the traditional tarot. So what I'm seeing here is like conflict and then resolution and conflict resolution. Like, you know what I mean? The first card that you have out, though, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles in this deck talks about constant exchange. And this will be exchange of, this can be exchange of like physical things in your physical world, effort, like you put in effort, you receive back the reward. But also this talks about psychic exchange in your mind of things coming up from the subconscious, processing it, right? You get something from it. And I'm really seeing this as a lot more mental, and this is how this deck portrays this too. It's almost like things are going to keep being triggered and coming up within you. You process it, learn something new, and then you keep going. And this 7 of Pentacles in this deck, again, in this deck, it talks about more mental. It's saying that so long as you keep a good mental balance, then you're going to be able to keep moving forward. So that the monsters of the mind basically don't take over and cause you to fall into something, some kind of mental state that's not healthy. In the traditional tarot, this talks about, you know, looking to see if you're getting what you're putting in, like the fruits of your labor. But I'm just getting the feeling that this is more of like issues that you have to deal with, or, you know, coming up, and being able to keep this mental balance within yourself. I'm seeing it more like stuff will come up, it'll trigger you, and then you're looking at the trigger, why it's triggering you, processing it, learning something, and then moving forward. This is what I'm getting. So let me pull the oracle and I'll see where we're going with it for sure. If you want a personal reading, you want to watch me on TikTok, or even check out my other YouTube channel, which is about reality and consciousness and such. All those links and information are down below. And let me go ahead and get the oracle for you. Okay, so this is really awesome. You got the peacock, which is prosperity. So what this actually is, this is related to the goddess Lakshmi, and Lakshmi is wealth, beauty, abundance, right? And that's coming in. And it said something about her in the lotus, I can't remember, but the lotus rises from the mud and it becomes this beautiful flower. And Ganesha is her son, and Ganesha removes obstacles out of the way for prosperity. So that's what this is about. So what I'm thinking is happening is there's mental blocks, there's things that you believe that are going to be basically being removed from your being, like the pattern of self that you are vibrating out into the world. And by doing this, it's going to, things are going to start coming in for you. Okay, so this is okay. I had 3 cards flip out. I got Home in the Sky, Mermaids love, and the art of seduction. Okay, so for some of you, if you're not in a relationship, then it looks like that you might be getting into one. Okay, first of all, this card, Home in the Sky, this is the ability to travel wherever you want in the world, basically, and still have a home base. But you're free. You're very free. Okay? This, the Mermaid's Love and the Art of Seduction, this is basically like, if you're in a relationship, this is probably like more like traveling and vacationing together, like honeymoon type energy, okay? Like a renewal of love. But if you are not in a relationship, I see someone coming in maybe to seduce you. They might have a lot of money, possibly, or you could be the one with money, but someone's got money. And I'm seeing traveling and money. You might be getting money in and love in because you're removing these blocks. I got 2 cards that came out with this other deck, but we're going to do one at a time. So first, come to life. So if your life was boring and blah, you felt like it was, it's about to get a lot of color. And you're going to start seeing results right away. And that was indicated with that peacock card too. This is saying that, like, basically you've changed things in your mind, or this is what this reading is about. And so now you're going to start seeing these results. But there's a reminder in this. It says you see a little bit of results, enjoy it. Because then there's going to be a stop. You get more results, enjoy it, stop. And then there'll be a stop. But just be grateful during those moments. Those stops are actually time for you to rejuvenate. You don't have to constantly be going. It's a reminder that if you're doing something creative, for instance, that there'll be a rush of creative energy, and then there's a pullback, and then a rush, and then a pullback. With a relationship, there's going to be like a rush and then a pullback, but doesn't mean it's over, is what I'm getting. And you got to hear some of this for this next card. In the world, not of the world, okay? It says, is it safe for you to become naked with life? And then it says, but this is what it means. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? It says basically don't hide away. You don't have to be organized, perfect, or in control. Or financially secure or stable even. It's loosening the strings of having to control the outside world, but being free, like free to just move and live. Again, this card emphasizes being stripped of your old beliefs and developing these new beliefs. So it also indicates like a slowdown. A old belief pops up, you process it. And then you have this new one, and it's allowing things to come to you, come in. Okay, you also got the Chariot. Some of you are really going to be traveling, but this is like determination. This is a victory. This is like, also it's a harnessing of opposing energies. So it's like using the shadow and the dark and the light towards the same goal. And you allow the Chariot to pull you rather than you having to push it. So that's important when it comes to like allowing that to come to you. Okay, so this is interesting. So you're showing up as shapeshifter energy. So this is the ability to be in different environments with different people and kind of blend in a way. You're showing up as the poet, so I feel like you could be a writer, a creative person. You could also be very good at what you're saying, so almost like charming in a way. And you're showing up as the hero or heroine, and this talks about a passion for a journey of empowerment within yourself. Could even be empowering others. The person that you may be dealing with is showing up as a student. So this person is actually, I feel like this person is learning from you. They love knowledge and learning, but they can show up as a bully, which is basically not necessarily are they bullying you, but they're confrontational. Like, so they will can be intimidating to others because they question, because they want to know. They also have, I got child orphan, so they may have this fear of being rejected, and so this actually drives their confrontational behavior, because they will put themselves in situations where they can be rejected so that they can overcome the feeling of rejection. So yeah, that's what I got so far. So in the center position, I got the Self and the Castle, which, let me show them to you if I can get them up. Hold on, I get stuck. Okay, so this is really obvious to me. This is basically saying that you found this pearl within yourself, and by doing that, you're going to see it outside of yourself, in your surroundings, your external environment. I feel like that you might be right here, right now, where you're kind of like juggling, trying to figure out which direction to go in. But this is crossing you the Four of Earth. This is something making it clear to you which direction to go in. And it's interesting because in the below you, the energy below you, the subconscious, I've got the Offering and the Poet. So I feel like there might be like some offer made to you. Let me see what comes out with the tarot. Okay, so there was two parts of you. It's like they were at polarities, opposites. You were having a hard time bridging two together. So this can represent like two people too coming to an agreement, because the tarot card I pulled is the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but this is talking about like higher levels of commitment, tradition, sometimes, but this is bridging two opposites to a higher realm. I feel like there's an offering, like a peace offering. Could be an opportunity, like a job opportunity, but there's something with this poet. The poet, oh, you know what it is? Because the poet has been hurt, okay? This is taking that hurt and turning it into something poetic. That's what the poet does, is he makes it beautiful, the hurt beautiful. It's like the parts of your psyche that come up that hurt, it's like bridging it into something beautiful. Some of you, this could be a marriage proposal or proposing marriage, like, and it could be in a very like romantic way. Like I see it as like seductive. In your writing, it can be very seductive if you're writing. The empty room was in the past. So this is like, what do I want to put into my life? What do I want to fill it up with? And I've got the Six of Water and the Four of Fire. So it could have a link to your past, like some kind of nostalgia or something that from your past kind of makes you remember what it is that you want. Not like you want the past back, but there's elements of your past that you want to put into this celebration, is what I'm seeing. This could be a coming together, a relationship. You could be getting into one or starting one, but also it can talk about a home too. But this is like, that's a celebration, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's something good coming. Let me see what the thread is above you. Okay, so it seems that right? This is why there's the stops and starts. It looks like that as something good comes in, there's then some contention around it. Oops. With the 5 of air here. But it seems that you find something. You find something in that contention. It's like this stirring in you, like something's not right. And then you grasp onto something that you didn't realize before. It can be feeling like, was it worth it because you barely made it by a thread? Okay, so for some of you in relationships, I can see that you might be doing something and then get like a lack of response or a lack of appreciation. And you think, okay, well, I guess no one cares, type of energy. But actually, with the world in reverse, this is saying that no, it does have a major impact. It has more of an impact than what you have realized. And underneath the energy, I've got the creator, the kiss, and one. The one. This is saying that everything is connected, for one. That's what the one is. Okay? And that this kiss, it's like there's something new about it. It's like that excitement. You're not sure where it's going to go. But the world in reverse is saying that it is going to have a big impact. So if you're having conflict with a person, it could be a fire sign, possibly, but the advice actually is to separate yourself, because the time apart is going to make you more determined to grow whatever this is that you're growing, whether it's a relationship or whether it is a creative project. It's like you need this time alone. Okay? Yeah, there's this like, there's this pause, because I've got need as surrounding you. So feeling like there's like this feeling of lack. Yeah. Okay, so I got the Page of Air came out. I wanted to clarify it with the 5 of Earth. And this basically is saying to be diligent on your path, because it's going to pay off. So don't worry about it not working out or anything like that. It's like keep going, because something's going to work out in your favor. When I say keep going, what I mean by that is don't think, oh, it's never going to happen. I don't mean like, never taking that break. In your hopes and fears, you have the 10 of Air in reverse. So this is indicating that you're fearing that there's an end. It's over, but it's not. So for your outcome, we got respect. This indicates that there is going to be a negotiation or peace brought between two. And there's a need to have compassion. So you might have to have a compassion on a situation or a person, because I see you still having this certain agenda. Like say that, for instance, your fantasy of what you want to happen or what you want in your life is really out there. It's saying that you can miss what's in front of you in this external realm if you're so focused on what's out there instead of bridging the two. So there's a need to bridge the two. Bridge the fantasy and what you see in reality. And that can have to do with keeping your mind balanced so you don't lose your mind, okay? I see that too. Like there's a need for that so that you don't go totally unreachable to people, okay? Okay, this is perfect. What came out for your advice. So you're going to pause. This says pause Because remember, there's that letting it come in. Have patience. Because I believe that there's going to be information coming to you. Like, you'll get ideas, you'll know what to do. Because then you're going to take a risk. You might get an opportunity. So it might be like messages coming to you, or like something physical. And you're going to be an inspiration for other people. So have confidence in it. Okay? Also, it says there may be a delay. So like you could have a push forward, have a delay. So that's what I have for you. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.